Hello again and welcome to today's session, which is a really quick and gentle stretch in the chair. Oh, hello Tips, welcome. So find yourself in a nice comfortable chair. That's all you're gonna need today. Find those sit bones and your feet underneath. Hands come down, pointing palms to front. Hello toes. And we inhale, we reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale as you lengthen, press your feet and your sit bones into the chair and soften the shoulders. On your next exhalation, we gently turn our head, bringing our gaze to the side. Spine is long, jaw and shoulders are soft. Big breath in, finding length through the spine. And as you exhale, we glide all the way through and bring our gaze to the other side. Again, we breathe here, softening the shoulders, lengthening the spine. Inhale for length and exhale back to center. Now as we inhale, we're gonna bring our hands to Padma. We keep our thumbs and our pinkies together, and we inhale, the hands grow up towards our nose or our forehead. As we exhale, press all your fingertips against the opposite fingers, and we draw the hands down, getting a nice stretch through the palms. Join me now for 3 times. Inhale, lengthen Padma or lotus hands. Exhale, steeple and soften, gliding down. Again. And down. One more time, just like that. Now we're going to change, bringing your hands into a jellyfish type position. We get a little cavern in the palm of the hand. Soften the shoulders. As we inhale, we draw our hands apart a la jellyfish. And then exhale, we paint horizontally back to center. Inhale, open and broaden. Softly to home. One more time. And exhale. Now 3 rounds where we put both breathing patterns and hands together. Inhale up, lotus. Exhale, steeple those hands down, soften and stretch. Inhale, we draw it apart, open that chest nice and proud, and out. 2 more times, up. Get into that breath, inhale. Expand and lengthen. Exhale, we soften and bring it to home. Last time. Inhale, broaden. And exhale, home. Inhale, lengthen. Press your feet and sit bones down. Soften those shoulders. And we exhale, bring your gaze to the side. Enjoy here for a brief moment. Inhale, lengthen your spine, root through your feet and your sit bones. Exhale all the way through center and bring your gaze to the opposite direction now. Again, we maintain beautiful posture here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, center. Now we inhale and grow, both hands up. Exhale, crease at the hips, bring your hands forward, reach far down into the room. You can come across the thighs and then inhale and lengthen up. Use your bum and a nice long strong back. 2 more times. Exhale, hinge. We lead with the heart. Arms drop down. You can rest on the thighs if required. Where we inhale and we grow all the way up. Last round. Exhale, hinge at those hips. Lead with your heart and reach your hands forward. And then inhale, we grow all the way up. Soften, and as you exhale, bring one hand behind and the other hand, we gently press our hand on top of the elbow. So we're getting a nice opening through that tricep muscle. Inhale, lengthen. Soften on the breath out. 1 more round. Now as you inhale, release and reach both hands up, a little sparkle up high, and exhale, the other hand comes back, and we press gently with the hand on that elbow area. Keeping nice tall spine, keep that chin lifted. Inhaling again. Softening to enjoy one more moment. And then we release and inhale up. Exhale, hinge it forward. This time hands come down and rest on the thighs, elbows come in. And as we inhale, we press ourselves up. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, broaden the shoulders, and close that chest gently, coming into a bit of a cat position. And then we inhale, hands might glide to the hips, shoulder blades come towards each other, and your chest gets open and broad and wide. Continuing with that, 3 more times. Exhale, round, reach from the back side of the body. Inhale, lengthen and open. Twice more. Beautiful. I hope it feels as good for you as it's feeling for me today. We inhale and rise. Last time, exhale and rounding. Really opening across the back. And then we inhale and lengthen up. And exhale, soften into a neutral position. Hands to seat. We're going to do a little rock and roll. Make sure you don't slide out of your chair, as I'm often finding I'm trying not to do myself. And then we're going to bring your legs in front underneath. And we're going to get those legs moving a little bit. So heel comes forward. We don't straighten the knee all the way. Keep a slight bend. We're just going to do a little wag of our ankle, side to side. You can put your hand on front of your knee if you like to. Yeah, I hope this feels nice. This is wonderful practice, this section here, to do before you go for a walk or to start your day. It really helps mobilize those legs. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we bring those hands to the outside of the knee joint, the kneecap, and we reach and we rotate from the knee. Remember, listen to your body, honor what she or he is saying to you or what they are saying to you, and make sure that there's no pain or discomfort here, okay? This is a nice, gentle mobilization for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna work all the way from the hip, the bum, the gluteus medius and minimus, so that whole leg rocks and rolls, opens and closes using those muscles in the inner thigh and the upper hip area, the outer bum area, your glutes there. Beautiful. Sitting up tall. Can you lift your chin and look ahead? We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw that foot in, hands to seat, reset your sit bones, other heel forward. Make sure you draw it in just a little bit with that heel, hand to the front of the knee, and we do a little wag side to side. You might be able to hear the cracking of my ankle today. That's why I usually play music when I'm teaching in-person classes. It helps that. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the outer edges of the knee. And now we get more movement from the knee joint, moving that ankle from the knee now. Beautiful. If you find that you have sore knees or sore hips, try mobilizing the other 2 joints of the leg. So we have ankle, knee, and hip. It will help, usually, to alleviate some tension and to improve your gait so that you don't create that tension within your body when you're walking incorrectly. 2, 1, all the way from the hip, bum and thigh, adductor and abductor. Beautiful. Sitting up tall, soften those shoulders. How's your jaw? Do a little wiggle of that jaw if you're a clencher. Some of us are. Beautiful. You might notice differences from one side to the other. Don't be concerned, just look at that objectively. Maybe think, oh, what's going on with my body? What was I doing yesterday? Do I happen to sit a little bit crooked most of the time? Little things like that can really add up in your day-to-day living. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on in, and my favorite, pitter-patter. Nice and light with those feet. Almost there. Very nice. If you have water, now is a great time to have a little drink of water. Cheers. If not, you can join me after class and have a big sip of water. That's what I'm planning on doing. All right, bum is still close to the front edge of your seat, but this time we are gonna bring our leg into a figure 4 position. So this is to open the hip on whichever leg you're opening to the front. So option number 1, we drop our knee down and we let our sole of our foot rotate up. So we're stretching, yes, at the ankle, but all the way up into the outer bum. The next option is we extend the opposing leg, flex that foot so that it's nice and stable around the knee joint. We cross the ankle over the shin, not the knee, but the shin, but we still want that knee joint nice and strong. That is option number 2. Option number 3, foot comes underneath. We bring that ankle all the way across, sitting up tall, press through the heel and pull those toes gently up. This is a dorsiflexion position for our foot, and that helps to activate into the bum. That's your gluteus medius and minimus. And I'm sure you probably heard this before if you've taken a class with me, but I love to refer to those muscles as the unsung heroes of the backside. Whichever position you're in, activate that foot just a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen, and let's exhale and draw our chest forward ever so slightly to increase the stretch. We want to maintain a lovely long line from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Breathe in deep and with ease. That's important. When we stretch, the more relaxed and safe our body feels, the more nurtured it feels, the more willing it is to release and to let go and to accommodate the stretches that we want it to do. Holding here, 3 more breaths. Softening into it, enjoying for your last inhale and exhalation here. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen, exhale, unpretzel yourself. Take note, does one leg feel much longer than the other? We definitely need to do the other side, but first, let's reset in that seat. A couple of extensions, heels forward. You can glide them on the floor or lift and kick like I'm demonstrating, and then we come into it on the other side. So we have numero uno, numero dos, or tried and tested and true, numero tres. So, numero tres is actually our figure 4 stretch. This is based on pigeon pose. Again, we want to push through that foot, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders, and say, ah. Can you hear that bum singing? I know I sure can on this side. Now I'm trying to think, what was I doing yesterday? Holding here, softening, relaxing that jaw, unclenching if you're clenching anything. Now we add a little more flexion, that dorsiflexion through the foot. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, draw the heart gently forward. We soften into it and breathe. Taking note, do you notice differences in the sensations or the level of sensation that you're feeling on this side versus the other side? If you drive a lot, if you sit in front of your television and you're not straight on and you're slightly skewed, you might notice that you shift your weight a little bit in the seat. So just take note of things like that in your day-to-day life if you are having a real big disparity side to side. But if you know, it's an old injury from my youth, or maybe you've got a new hip, maybe you have a new knee in there, right? So obviously that's going to impact the level of functioning in that joint. One last inhale and exhale. Soften and enjoy. Now we inhale, we rise, and we exhale, release the legs, hands to seat, little pitter patter again. And now, all right, we're gonna keep our feet close together and shift our knees side to side to begin. If you have sacroiliac joint issues, please keep your feet close together. Moving your legs like this can cause some instability when we do this, bringing those feet wider apart. If you're like sacroiliac, then you're probably okay to try bringing your feet apart and let that hip drop a little bit deeper, and we get a nice twist and release going through the hips and through the back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing it back to center here. All right, team. So now we are going to practice our sit to stand. We are going to do 3 sit to stands today. Option number 1 for hands is they come to your thighs. Option 2, they cross over your chest. 3 is a little bit like a prisoner pose. 4, hands come behind the back. Or 5, they're lifting up nice and tall. So I'm going to start with a level 2 option. You pick what's best for you. And like I mentioned, 3 of these today in class. So the idea with practicing sit to stands, it's a mindful way of initiating and then going through the procedure, bringing yourself upright. So put your hands where you'd like them. We shift our weight forward through the nose. We heavy it up through the heels, and then we press ourselves off and we rise. Whatever arm position you're in, we now release, especially if you're on a chair that's not like against a wall or really solid. We bring that hand down and safely return to the seat. I'm going to go with the next level, back here, maybe. Oh, this is level 4, whatever. 2 more times. Plant those feet. We start that lean forward. We activate our core, get those legs and bum in action, and we rise. Release. Other hand finds the seat, and we control the sit down. So don't flop into the seat. Last time, you decide level 1, 2, 3, 4, or ta-da, level 5. We lean forward, keep the chin and chest lifted, and we rise. We relax the arms, and we stay in standing. Last up for today's action is, you guessed it, if you've been taking classes with me, you know what's coming. Good mornings. All right, I recommend doing about 5 of these every day. So let's do 5 of these to finish off strong today. Remember, we want that chin and chest looking ahead as best we can. And we really want to crease at the hips. Think about driving your butt back behind you like you really own the booty for this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to squat back, hinging those hips, chin and chest stay ahead, and we inhale. As we exhale, our legs lengthen, and we take a bow over top of that chair. Inhale, crease the hips, chin and chest rise. Exhale, lengthen and bow. If you need more space for bowing, step back from your seat. Inhale, you can maybe get a little lower that way, and exhale, bow. 2 more times, I believe that makes it 5. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, find that very lovely good morning. No matter what time of day it is, we call this a good morning. Inhale, reaching back through the hips, shining that heart light forward. Exhale, we lengthen, we reach. Now with those hands on the back of the seat, inhale, up. Walk the feet in. Exhale as you do so. And then inhale all the way upright. You can find yourself back in your seat. Make sure you source out where that chair is and sit yourself safely down. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's little practice of moving and getting mobilized. Have a lovely day. One last thing, open those arms and sparkle. Open that heart. I'm sending all the love to you from my heart through the screen. One more breath in. Feel some joy, some love, some nurturing for yourself. And as you exhale, give yourself a nice squeezy embrace and say, thanks, body. I love you so much. I'm going to prove to you through action how much I love you. I'm going to drink water and eat some lean protein and definitely get some veggies on that plate in my next meal. Take care. Have a great day. See you next time.